Today we will be talking all things iPad and I'm so excited. We'll be going over my top iPad tips, my favorite apps on my iPad, all my iPad accessories, and mostly just all the uses that I actually use my iPad for because it's taken me a while to learn how the iPad can best serve me in my day-to-day workflow. And I finally figured it out and I literally love this thing. She's so cute back there. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if this video helps you out or if you like the vibes here. I make cute aesthetic Apple content all the time, so I'd love to have you here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this. Alright, here is the star of the show. My beautiful iPad. This is the iPad Pro. It's from 2021, 11-inch, and I just love it. I also have the second generation Apple Pencil, and I just love using these two things together. Let's first go over my setup on my iPad. I'll pull up a screen recording. Isn't it just beautiful? I love it. So the background and these folder icons that you see, I actually just created and put on my website for sale. If you guys want to go check those out and twin with me. It's just this little icon pack coming with the wallpaper too. I have this flip clock widget, which comes from the Flip Clock app, which I'll tell you about later, but it's one of my favorite apps and they let you do a widget. So adorable. I have the battery percentages up here, which shows my iPad and then my Apple Pencil percentage. A cute little widget from Pinterest. And then over here we have my reminder to-do list, which I love this. If you guys don't know, on your reminders app, you can make little to-do lists and then you can then set those as widgets. And it actually syncs between all my Apple devices, so I can see those same things on my phone and MacBook and iMac, which I just love. And then this widget right here is actually my Notion pages. So the Notion app is on my iPad and I can look at whatever I was last on by just clicking on that. So it brings up my little board that I have here. I'll go into the Notion app once we get to my favorite apps section of the video. Next, I have a little calendar widget from Widgets. And then we have all the icons that I made for my most used apps. So all of my other apps I keep in my app library, as you can see here. But I just keep the ones that I use like every day down here. And then two little widgets from Pinterest, just so cute. So that is just the setup that I have going on every day on my iPad. Now let's quickly go into some of my favorite accessories. Starting off with this stand, I love it. I got it off of Amazon. It's just this little silver stand. I like to set my iPad on it, especially when I turn on this little flip clock. And I'll just keep this on in the background of videos or whenever I'm working in my office. Obviously it can stand this way too. I feel like it's a nice little helpful tool to have. Next, I do have a few cases. I have this one from Casetify, adorable. It looks like this when it's on. I think it's so cute, but the only issue is it doesn't charge my Apple Pencil through the case. So it'll still magnetize and stay on, but it barely, it's very touchy. And then it also doesn't charge the Apple Pencil through the case. So if I want to charge my Apple Pencil, I always just do this and let my iPad sit like that. And it's just kind of not very logical, so I find myself not using this case much, but it's just so cute. I love it. And then the other one that I use a lot is my Apple Magic Keyboard. So that one is by Apple, and it's basically a floating keyboard that you can attach magnetically to your iPad, so you don't have to mess with Bluetooth, and then you can easily type away. This one I loved during college because I liked to handwrite and also type my notes sometimes, so it was nice to have the option of both, and I just loved that I did not have to deal with Bluetooth because I've had the issues in the past with Bluetooth keyboards. I think now they make it in white and black, so I would definitely choose the white if I could, but I ordered this when it first was announced, so I got the black. All right, I wanted to give an honorable mention to the screen cleaner. I think it was like $8 on Amazon. I don't know, I'll link it below, and it's also on my storefront under tech, but it's so easy to use, and I just keep it in my desk drawer to use on all my devices. Then of course, as I mentioned, I have my Apple Pencil, the second generation Apple Pencil. I also have a different tip on this one, so it's like a fine point one. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It feels different to write on, which is kind of fun. It feels a little more like steady, I guess, but sometimes it doesn't pick up every movement that I'm making. I don't know if it's just a glitch because it's not like made by Apple. So I might switch back to a normal Apple Pencil tip. Don't currently have a screen protector on this iPad. I have tried the paper-like protectors in the past and I really liked those. So I might put another one of those back on here, but for now I've just been doing no paper-like just to feel what it's like, because I had the paper-like on for the first like 4 years I had my iPad. So I've been trying it without it and seeing how I liked it. Okay, now I wanted to go over some of my top uses for my iPad, because when I was first trying to decide if I wanted one, I was like, I know I'll use this for notes in college, but literally what else am I gonna use it for? And even as I've had the iPad, I still sometimes am like, what am I even using this for? Because I'm not a student anymore, so I don't need to always be taking notes. But I've found so many other ways that I've been using it to actually utilize it more instead of letting it collect dust on my desk. Starting off with using it to watch YouTube day to day. So whenever I'm getting ready, I use it a lot when I'm cooking. Like like I'll prop it up next to my crock pot or my oven, and when I'm baking or cooking, I just watch my favorite YouTubers and catch up on that. Or it's good for obviously like watching Netflix or other streaming platforms. It's kind of like a cute little mini TV right next to you wherever you want it to go. Another use that I have is having it serve as just a timer or a clock sitting in the background in my office whenever I'm working. So this app actually can do a little Pomodoro method clock, so you can set like timers and work for the 25 minutes and then set a 5-minute break. So I use this a lot to be helpful and make sure I'm managing my time correctly as I'm working, and it's just really cute to have in the background. Another use, again, as I mentioned, is taking notes. So now that I'm not a student anymore, I do find myself still needing to take notes during meetings with my managers or other meetings in general that I have. So whenever I'm prepping for a Zoom call with a brand or with my managers, I will bring my iPad out and get my Apple Pencil all ready and charged up, and I will take notes during the meetings. I also love the voice recording feature on the GoodNotes app, because there will be sometimes in a meeting I'm just like either so nervous to be there or people are talking so fast that I can't keep up. I'll just sit and record it so that I can listen back to it later when I have a more clear mind to be able to listen attentively. So I really like that feature too. But yeah, I use the GoodNotes app mostly for note taking. Next reason that I use my iPad now, which I feel like is one of the bigger things that I do a lot, is digital planning and organizing my life with my iPad. So I do this a lot through GoodNotes, the app, and then also using different PDF planners. I actually sell a few on my website. If you guys are interested, I will show you a little flip through of some of the ones that I have. Here are the subjects that I plan the most out in my life on my iPad. Each week I use a weekly planner to plan out the meals that Keegan and I are going to be cooking for the week, so that we have a clear vision as to what's for lunch and what's for dinner, so that we don't be tempted to go and spend money on food out. So this is nice. So I'll write out the weekly meals as I'm planning out the grocery list, and then I'll go to the grocery. So I use that a lot because if you guys don't know, you can also get GoodNotes on your phone, and it'll sync your iCloud between your phone and your iPad, and you can check your lists and your meal planning thing on your phone while you're at the grocery store. I do this a lot because I'll forget. I'll be like, wait, why do I need this? And I'll look back at the meal plan. I'm like, oh, it's because I'm making this for dinner. So yes, perfect. So I love doing that. I also have a daily planner spread that I use sometimes. It's so cute, so cute. And I can plan out my day to day, all my to-do lists for the day, a little time block, and then 3 main priorities for the day. I truly love this one. It's so, so cute. And then I also have a calendar planner that's a whole year for 2024 planner. This one is actually free on my website if you guys want to go download it. It's so cute. I just released it, and this basically you have the whole month spread that you can plan out, and then it also goes into each week and you can write in each day. That one is also really nice to use. It's adorable. And then I also use my iPad to make to-do lists a lot. So whether it's on the app GoodNotes on a little to-do list template that I have, or on the app Procreate, which is like a cute drawing app, I'll rotate between the two, whichever vibe I'm feeling, and write out little digital to-do lists whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, or just like every day. I do love paper to-do lists too, so it just really depends on the vibes I'm feeling. But I love using those apps. The only reason sometimes I do it on Procreate is because I have different brushes and different colors already saved on there that are different than the ones on GoodNotes, but then GoodNotes also has plenty of colors, plenty of everything, and it's so cute. So those are the 2 apps that I like to use for to-do lists. Something I also used to do a lot on my iPad was read. So you can get the Kindle app and read every book that you ever would want to. I do have a Kindle now and I love it, but before I had the Kindle, when I was trying to decide if I wanted to start reading books electronically instead of on paper, I got the Kindle app on my iPad and would read the books through there, and it was perfect. I mean, the screen is huge, it's bigger than my Kindle, and it's easy to read on, easily download books, and I just loved it. So highly recommend the Kindle app for reading on your iPad. That's just another great use to get a lot more use out of your iPad. And then the last thing that I use it for occasionally is editing. I did try out the Final Cut Pro app, which was fun. Okay, wait, I lied. I have one more thing after this, but it's like a $5 a month subscription, and I was like, I don't use it enough to be paying that, so I only use the Final Cut Pro app on my MacBook, but it is available on iPad now, which is kind of cool. And when I'm not using Final Cut, I use CapCut, and that's a free app that I use to edit all my TikToks, and I highly recommend that one just because it's free. Very simple and easy. I use that on my phone, but I also use it on my iPad sometimes when I need a bigger screen. Okay, one last use that I forgot was that I use my iPad a lot to design things. I feel like that's literally one of the biggest things that I use my iPad for. So with my Apple Pencil, I will go on the app Procreate and just draw for fun, sometimes color in coloring pages, but for the most part, draw and design things to put on my website. So I post a bunch of free graphics on my website for you guys if you ever want to download free free little wallpapers or freebies. They're on my website, so that's what I use my iPad for as well, is stuff like that. All right, we're gonna take some time and go through just a handful of my favorite apps that I kind of talked about. So first up is called the Flip Clock app. This is the one that shows this cute little thing. You can change a few things on it. Brightness, you can change it to be black and white or a few different color options, but I like the all white. Yeah, like I said, you can set timers. Kind of fun. That's just a really fun and nice app that I love. I think you can also get it on your phone if you guys don't have an iPad. Then I have Instagram. So GoodNotes is the app that I was talking about that I use for digital planning. So here is my free planner, if you guys are interested in it, that has the month view and then it goes into each week. So you can write in with your pencil, or if you don't have a pencil, it still lets you do stuff. All these fun things. And then I have each little thing linked so it'll go navigate through the whole planner. But here you can see some of my planners and it kind of gives you a good idea for what I use it for. So I have my monthly planner, a to-do list, meal planner, and then I have different planners for specific things. So my business, I made like a 2023 goals and resolutions last year. Our home one where we write in certain things about the home, office makeover, like if I want to plan out certain things, like I'll draw out my visions for stuff. So this was my old office. I like to just be as extra as I can with everything. Here's a little to-do list thing that I sell on my website too. It's just a cute version of a to-do list. So cute. Okay, then the YouTube app, like I said, I just watch YouTube videos on that. The Kindle app. Pinterest, I love having Pinterest on my iPad. I feel like it's just more of a fun vibe. Obviously you can see everything a little bit bigger. So fun and so cute. Notion, like I said, this is where I kind of plan out all my content. So I have a little calendar set up, goes through all my different plans for posting. I love it because it keeps me so organized. This app is also available on your MacBook or your phone. So mine like syncs between all of mine, which is really nice to be able to access everything. Okay, and the last one is Procreate. So I will show you some of my projects. I use this a lot for my thumbnails. So drawing like a little outline and little doodles on that with my Apple Pencil. Have all my cute colors and some things. I use chalk, that brush a lot. So fun. Drew this little MacBook screensaver on there for winter. See, I like to color things. This is a picture of my dog. Cute little doodles like that. I designed for the wallpaper that's currently the home screen on here on Procreate. So that's just a cute little app. I love it. Do fun things and get so creative with it. Okay, and then I'll show you CapCut, the little editing app. It's just kind of fun. You can cut up your stuff, make a fun little video, add in text, change the font. So yeah, just a fun, nice little editing app for you guys. Then lastly, I wanted to go over some of my favorite tips for you guys, some little hacks. So you can open up 2 apps at once. Like let's say I want to have Pinterest open and then also YouTube. You just drag it and make double viewing, I guess. So I can watch YouTube while also scrolling Pinterest and making my dream life on Pinterest. I love doing that. It's also, this is very helpful when I was a student, like having Canvas open with my assignment, and if I had to have a video playing that I was like supposed to be doing my assignment on, or you know, GoodNotes to take notes on the video. Very helpful tip to have that. There's a setting in settings called Scribble where you can turn it on and you can write with your Apple Pencil and it'll turn it into text. So beautiful. So fun. So you can use that on your notes and everything. It's so helpful. It's in settings. I just literally looked up Scribble. It's so nice you can search your settings now. Okay, and then just again, I'll show you how to make a few widgets. So you hold something down to press edit home screen. Then up in the top left corner, you'll see the plus button. I like reminders and then adding a widget to make a list. That's the to-do list one. The Zen flip clock will show up at the bottom, so you can do one of those. Notion, where you can set it as just a page, your favorites, or just the recently opened, which is the one I have set up on mine. So fun. So let's set this one up. We'll set it up for 2024 content. And then it's there. So every time I click on that, it'll open it up to my content so I can easily work from there. I really hope this video was helpful for you. You found some new tips or ways that you can use your iPad, because I just love getting to utilize my iPad to the best of its ability. Again, don't forget the icon packs are now for sale on my website, juliekchris.com, if you want to twin with me and have the same cute little setup that we have going on here. I'm just so obsessed. It's perfect and so functional, all while being cute. So that is up there if you guys are interested. Again, don't forget to subscribe and like this button to join the family. I'd be so happy to have you here. If you've watched this point in the video, comment this emoji right here. I'm curious to see who stays till the end. And that's gonna be the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.